Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here, and today working on the camper. My Hyperline outdoor camper has been installed, and I'm working to get some of my accessories added back to it. And one of the most important ones to me is my WeBoost. This thing has been with me for probably 6-7 years now, and I use it all the time. And so in this video, I'm going to show you kind of how I'm going to install it, how to install it on a canopy camper. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's already wired into my truck, but I'll give you a quick little overview of that as well. And then to wrap it up, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I still run this, even though Starlink is a thing, and why this thing is so awesome. So let's get into the WeBoost install on my canopy camper.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, so this is my WeBoost mount that I got. This thing is awesome. It allows you to fold the antenna down, which is one of the biggest problems that which is the only real problem that I've ever had with this thing. Is I actually cracked one of my antennas on a tree when I was off-roading because mine was up permanently. So I bought this adjustable mount from them that allows you to fold the thing down, which has been awesome. But so I'm getting ready to install it. Previously, I had it on a roof rack, so it was kind of pinched around a bar. So I'm not going to be using that. I'm instead going to be using this sort of flat mounting surface on the bottom. And then because of the nature of this channel and kind of how it works, I'm fabricating out of a little piece of extrusion and some corner brackets a way to sort of mount it to the truck up here, and then I'm going to mount the antenna to the top of that. So this will actually sit on the channel, and then this antenna will sit on top of it just like that and be bolted down via channel nuts and bolts. And then I can again fold this thing down when I'm not using it, or then I can pop it up when I'm ready to turn the WeBoost on and amplify my signal. So then as far as where I actually keep the WeBoost, I actually store it under my back seat back here, just because it's out of the way. And then there's also a grommet on the back of the truck back in here that passes through into the bed of my truck. And then that is where the cable goes, which you see right there. And then I'm just going to attach that cable to the antenna. And again, once I get it mounted up here, then we will be all good. But for those of you that aren't familiar with what a WeBoost is, this is essentially an amplifier for cell signal. So when you're driving down the trails and off-roading or overlanding, and you start to lose signal a little bit, the WeBoost actually takes that and then amplifies it through this amplifier up here. And sorry, my truck is dirty, I do off-road it. But so then this is the actual output. So this goes under my seat, back to that WeBoost unit, the actual amplifier itself. And then when that thing is amplifying the signal, it's actually pushing it out through this. And my cell phone sits right here on this charging mat usually, or is right here in the cab. This one will run multiple devices. It amplifies that signal for you, for your friends. I've had people come up and sort of stick their phones in through the windows to use the cell signal off of the thing, and it's just awesome. All right, so I fabbed up this little mount out of a short piece of extrusion, a couple of these angled brackets, and then the WeBoost antenna, you can undo these Allen bolts on the bottom and turn this sideways. So what I've done is I've turned the antenna sideways. I'm going to mount it on here across the back so then I can, tilt it upwards like this when I need to use it. But I'm going to repurpose, there's this piece of rubber that came with the old mount. I'm just going to kind of slide that in between there just to keep it from vibrating. I don't want it to be rattling away back here. So I'm just going to put that in there and then sandwich it in between the mount and the extrusion piece. And then that should keep it from moving. I may cut this down a little bit just to make it the right size. But then we'll be mounted. And then I may be drilling just a little hole right through the camper right here. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet, but then just run that cord through there into the inside of the bed where the rest of the cord is so that I can hook it up to the WeBoost and then just seal that up. So this is all attached on here. And just to be super safe, put a little piece of foam back there so that because this thing's on a spring, it's going to move a little bit, but that way it won't smack up against the tent and risk breaking the antenna. May also use some sort of like eye bolts in here and then just put a strap around this just to hold it. That's another option. All right, so to finish up the install, as you see, I've run the cable down through here. And then basically what I did was I RTV'd it in via a hole that I drilled right there. And that runs back through the back, down through my cable management over here to the side. And then I just used a bunch of electric clips turn it all the way down there. Now, eventually in the back here where these batteries are, I'm going to build a bench around that I can use to step up into the rooftop tent, and all that, those connections and everything will be hidden under there. But then that all goes into the red arc here, and then that first connection that's actually hooked up is the WeBoost right now. So using my red arc up front, I can literally turn the WeBoost on with the push of a button and start to get signal. Now, of course, I want to pop up my antenna before I do that, but when I go on a trip, I can easily pop up the antenna and flip that switch on the red arc, and I'm good to go. So now that we've talked a little bit about how I'm installing the WeBoost on my truck, the most important thing that I wanted to talk about is a question I get all the time, which is why a WeBoost, right? There are Starlink options nowadays. I use a Starlink, I like Starlink, and that's the main comment that I get the most. Whenever I talk about a WeBoost, people are like, why would you even use that? You got a Starlink, use a Starlink. And I think those people must be out west, because over here further east in the Midwest, we have a lot of trees, and the Starlink is kind of a pain in the butt. Honestly, I barely ever use it because whenever I go out camping, I'm generally under tree cover. I definitely can't use it on the road, like while I'm going, because you know, when I'm on the highway, it's probably okay. But once I get into the woods, it's constant, you know, intermittent tree cover. And most of the camp spots that I go to are, you know, covered in trees. That's why I want to be in the woods. That's why I go. So with the WeBoost, though, it can pick up on that signal. It can amplify it. It can increase your bars on your phone. I've done multiple videos on this. I'll put a card up here to the main one that I did a long time ago where I literally tested it side by side with it on and with it off. While it's not going to give you streaming abilities like a Starlink might, it gives you emergency comms abilities. And that's what I like about it, is that there's no plan. I don't have to pay anything. Once I bought the WeBoost, which I've had for easily 6 or 7 years now, that's it. You buy it once and then you plug it in and you basically turn it on when you need it and turn it off when you don't. But there's no plans, there's no continued charges or anything like that. And it works differently from the Starlink. So sure, if you're out west and you're in the middle of nowhere and you've got a straight shot up to the sky and you can get your Starlink connected, sure, that makes sense. Use it. But if you're in any sort of wooded area, if you don't want to mess with Starlink, if you don't want to pay the ongoing fees for Starlink, the WeBoost is just a nice way to get from where you maybe couldn't even get a text through to where you can get a text through. You can maybe send a picture. You can even sometimes check social media and things like that. I'll oftentimes go from like 1 bar to 3 or 4 bars. And I think if I remember right from my old video, when I ran a speed test, I was getting like 0.1 to 0.3 megabytes down. And when I turned on the Starlink, it went to like 3 or 4 megabytes down, sometimes even 5 or 6. So while that doesn't sound like a lot, and again, not going to be streaming, you know, high def movies on Netflix or anything like that, that's not what it's for. It's there to get you that little bit of extra connection so that you can get that text through in an emergency to a significant other, or if you need something, you can get a hold. If your wife calls you because something happened at home, or your husband, whatever, then they can get that call through to you and you communicate in an emergency. Not to rehash too much of the old video, but the whole reason that I bought this WeBoost is that we had a new puppy at the time, and my wife tried calling me saying something about her eating a pill or getting a hold of something and her running to the emergency vet. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening to my dog? How much is this going to cost me, right? And at that time, I did not have a Starlink. I did not have a WeBoost. I didn't have anything. And I was in the middle of the woods, far, far away. I couldn't get home in time that night. And I had no idea what was going on until the next day. So after that, I came home and I vowed, you know, that was kind of before Starlink, 7 or 8 years ago. And I started looking into the WeBoost. I watched a bunch of videos, I read a bunch about it, and then I got it. And I mean, I've used it ever since. It's been on 3 different trucks that I've had over the last 7 or 8 years. And I keep putting it on the new trucks like you just saw. I just installed it on this brand new truck. So I plan to keep this thing on everything. I'm just going to keep getting my money's worth out of it. Every year that I use it is just a better bang for the buck. Yes, they are expensive up front, but it's worth the money long term, in my opinion, because of the benefits of it and the ability to just get that extra bit of signal when you need it. So of course, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. I always get a ton of comments on these videos, so post up down below and let me know what you think. If you have a WeBoost and you agree with me, let me know. If you don't and you know you're against it, let me know too. I'd love to hear from you. But personally, based on my experience, I think they're fantastic. I highly recommend them. They go on sale every once in a while too, and when that happens, I would definitely recommend picking them up. But even at the $500 for 8 years worth of service so far, I feel pretty good about that, to be able to have that little bit of extra connection.